This live broadcast of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball is brought to you thanks to the support from Generations Bank, Little John Orthodontics, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Finger Lakes Construction, Red's Place, Ferrara Lumber, Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, Penny's Place Restaurant, the Seneca Falls Country Club, the Omen Theater, FingerLakes1.com, Digital Marketing, and Aflac Supplemental Insurance.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome inside Midlakes High School, Clifton Springs, New York, where tonight we got a Finger Lakes East showdown for you here on FingerLakes1.com. It's the number 1 ranked Wayne Eagles against number 9 Midlakes here on FingerLakes1.com. Glad you could be with us. Jim Sinacropi alongside Kevin Sharp. And Sharpie, Wayne has been the class of the Wayne Finger Lakes, along with perhaps Minders, maybe Clyde's up there, one of the elite teams in the Wayne Finger Lakes. It's our first look at them tonight.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they have tonight. I saw them play against Palmac earlier in the year, and they jumped out to 32-6 lead at halftime and never looked back. Very impressed with their overall team. I mean, they truly are a team. He's got to start with Coach Thompson. He's got these kids playing all the time together. They had the great sectional run last year, sectional title, and then they go right from that into AAU ball, right from AAU ball into Summer League, right from Summer League into Fall League, and then the season starts over again. These kids probably have played together 40 out of the 52 weeks of the year. It takes that kind of commitment to build the type of program that they have.
Defending A2 Section 5 champions and off to a great start this year at 6-1, I believe. They're 6-1.
Okay.
What I got
Sounds about right.
Yeah, 6-1. Their one loss opening game of the season against Pittsburgh Sutherland. And, of course, they're without one of their leaders, senior Braden Zanelovich, who hurt his foot during football season.
Sure.
Expected back soon. We're going to talk to him at halftime. But it's a big loss, but not one that this team can't weather. They got a lot of talent.
Yeah, they certainly do have a lot of talent. I think that, when you start talking about top players in the Finger Lakes, I think Logan Blankenberg definitely has to be in that conversation. In my estimation, he's definitely one of the top 2 or 3 players in the league. He can do it all. The thing I like about him, though, recently is really developed a drive to the basket, finishing at the rim, because everybody knows what kind of range he's got, and now he's mixed that in with a 6'3", 6'4" frame. He's the total package. And then you got your point guard, Billy Thompson, who's a consummate point guard. He's a coach's son. So he plays like a coach's son. He's got he knows who's got to get the ball, when they have to get it, where they have to get it on the floor. So, those 2 guys are what makes them go.
Yeah, and then you throw in Nick Carmichael, big country, and one of the throwback big man type of player, guy who was key in that sectional final game victory against Wilson Magnet last year in Fairport. But also we got the home team Midlakes, and big story here is senior leader Bryce Burry 7 points away from 1,000. So there's a good chance we're going to see him score his 1,000th point tonight. I'm really excited.
That'd be great to see. I'm a fan of Bryce. I've watched him over the years play, up through travel ball, and now my son's played against him for 3 years here on the varsity, and I just love his way he competes. He goes at it hard. He's very tough to guard because he can knock down the long-range jump shot, but yet he can finish in traffic. Uncanny knack of getting the ball off with guys hanging all over him. Really like watching Bryce play.
And in addition to Burry, Midlakes also has a big man themselves in Trevor Milliman, who will have his hands full with Carmichael. Interested in seeing that matchup tonight. Sure.
I mean, Trevor's been, I think this is his 3rd year on the varsity. He can step out and knock down the jump shot, too. I like the way he uses his body inside. He's always got good position. And he's a competitor. He plays hard. I think the unsung guy for that team is Devin Hicks.
Yeah.
Big left-handed kid in the middle. Nice soft touch around the rim. Plays hard all the time. I really like what he brings to the table for Midlakes. Getting back to Wayne a little bit, though, I mean, we talked about their players that everybody knows about, but I mean, they've got other kids too that fill in that I think would be great players on other teams. Like a kid like Logan Helgado, who I think he's knocked down earlier in the year. I think he had a game where he had 5 3-pointers. Tommy Bull, Max LaRocco. Those kids can all play.
And they all bring sectional experience. They were on the court last year in the A2 final. LaRocco was brought up from JV, so he was on the roster. And still, last year they were so young. I didn't expect them to win A2 with the big three being just sophomores at the time. So it was almost like a bonus. And I had them on the Upstate Hoops podcast a couple weeks ago. And it's kind of unfair now. A2 is difficult, and I think after winning last year, anything short of a defense is tough for them not to feel disappointed. But it's not as easy as it sounds. No,
A2 is very, very difficult. I mean, you've got some of the bigger schools in the whole section playing up there, and they play against the best competition all year long. I think the thing that makes Wayne so tough is what I said before is how much they play together. These kids have played hundreds and hundreds of games together, and it seems like nothing fazed them. That atmosphere last year at Fairport was crazy, and they were able to pull out a victory there.
Well, they're getting ready at center court. Captain shaking hands. Carmichael and Thompson out there with Milliman, Burry, and that looks like Van Ostrand, yes. Maybe. Yep. And Midlakes also has some great complementary players on the perimeter. Dan Van Ostrand, one of them, very senior-laden team. Ryan Laws, Matt Mattoon. These are all guys that can hit open jumpers and can get out and run. But tonight, Wayne will be playing 2-3 zone most of the night. So I think if Midlakes is going to have a chance, they're going to have to knock down some threes.
Yeah, I think so. And they're definitely going to be focused where Burry is. So they're going to make sure that, I think wherever he is, that zone's going to extend out, and everybody's going to look to help out when he does get by a guy in the wing, because he's probably going to get by that first guy. They've got to have the second line of defense that's going to be able to step up and stop him from getting too far into the lane.
So referees for tonight's game, Todd Clausen.
I believe it's Todd Clausen. I'm not quite sure who the other one is.
And Todd, of course, journalist for the DNC.
That's right. There's a lot of big games.
Yeah, I remember one of the best games I saw Clausen do was the Clyde ER overtime game in Palmac.
He was on that game, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's right. And he gave a technical to Coach Michael for ER. No, it was to can't remember the kid's name from ER. Kellen McDermott, maybe.
Yeah, I don't remember the kid. Yeah. I don't remember the exact play you're talking about. But I do remember that McDermott.
So it's January. Matter of fact, it's January 9th. We're really moving through the season. At this point, it always seems like the season really picks up steam, and before you know it, it's sectional time.
Sectional time.
So we're glad you could be with us here tonight, wherever you're tuning in from. A little heat wave sweeping through the area. We're back up to around freezing instead of -5. Still feels like basketball season, though, as both teams are now heading out onto the court along with the Midlakes cheerleaders. We're probably set to get the national anthem. In a second, Wayne will be wearing their blue away jerseys with the yellow, gold, gray, and blue stripes up the side. Wayne lettering in yellow on the front. Midlakes in their home whites, the baby blues. These are a couple sharp uniform combos for both these teams, don't you think?
They sure are.
And this arena here, this gymnasium at Midlakes is fantastic. The court is beautiful. They have a different shade of wood color inside the three-point arc. The baby blue, the black. It's a great place to watch a ball game.
Very bright too. You walk into some gyms and it's kind of dingy, and you walk in here. This is great. Great spot for high school basketball game.
And filling up pretty good. And the Midlakes girls are really trumping the boys in terms of notoriety this year. Still undefeated now at 11-0. They got a big win against Penn Yan last night, who just beat Minders. And so we'll be back here in a couple weeks for Minders against Midlakes. It'll be a girls-boys doubleheader, so that'll be fun. Right now we're getting set for the national anthem, so we're going to step aside for a second. And when we come back, we should be about ready for basketball. Again, Wayne Midlakes straight ahead here on Finger Lakes 1. Stay with us.
Federal loans not enough to cover the cost of your college education? The private student loan available through Generations Bank can be the answer to your funding needs. Learn more online at mygenbank.com or call 315-568-5855. Generations Bank, with locations in Auburn, Farmington, Geneva, Phelps, Seneca Falls, Union Springs, and Waterloo. Be sure to check out their mobile banking app or visit them online at mygenbank.com. Dr. Littlejohn and his outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each patient through their orthodontic care. They utilize the latest technological advances in the orthodontic industry, including digital scanning and Invisalign. Dr. Rod Littlejohn is proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out their website at littlejohnortho.com. Bill Cram Chevrolet on Route 5 and 20 between Seneca Falls and Waterloo, where your car buying is fast, fun, and easy. Mention you saw them on fingerlakes1.com and receive a $250 credit to use towards the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Browse their inventory at billcramchevrolet.com or stop in and see why you'll save plenty on 5 and 20 with Bill Cram Chevrolet.
And welcome back to Midlakes High School, Clifton Springs, New York. Getting ready for starting lineups here. We've got a Finger Lakes East battle for you tonight between the Wayne Eagles and the Midlakes Screaming Eagles. Jim Sinacropi, Kevin Sharp courtside as Wayne Eagle starters. Being announced will be Billy Thompson, a 5'10 junior point guard, son of Coach Bill Thompson. Tommy Bolt, a 5'10 senior guard. Logan Holgado, a 6'1 junior guard. Logan Blankenberg, he had 44 points in a game against Greece Olympia this year, wearing number 33, standing at 6'4", also a junior. And Nick Carmichael, 6'5", 240 junior, wearing number 0. For Midlakes, starters getting announced right now. Bryce Burry, first one out, 5'9 senior. He's 7 points shy of 1,000 tonight and 31 points shy of the all-time Midlakes career scoring mark of 1,024. Dan Van Ostrand, wearing number 22, a 6'2 senior. And number 23, Caleb Mahoney, a 5'11 junior guard, is the third starter. And then we'll see Devin Hicks, a 6'3 junior, weighing in at 210. And Trevor Milliman, a 6'5 senior, all Greater Rochester football player. So a lot of size up front for Coach Pete Zirkus.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that they're going to want to do tonight is try to get the ball inside. Because other than Nick Carmichael right now, they don't really have any true big guys. They get the ball inside, get a couple quick fouls on him. They'll be able to play with him.
So players breaking the huddle. We're almost set to go here from Clifton Springs. So Todd Clausen and Jason Brightfield, your referees for tonight's game. Again, Midlakes in the home whites, baby blue trim, baby blue lettering, outlined in black. Wayne in the dark blue with the yellow lettering. It'll be Blankenberg jumping against Milliman. Ball's in the air. And Midlakes comes down with it, moving to our right to left. It's Van Ostrand with the ball out near the timeline. Gives it up to Bryce Burry. 2-3 zone for the Eagles. Into the corner now for Burry. Dribbles with the left hand up to the top of the key. They swing it around to Van Ostrand. Now Devin Hicks has it top of the key, back to Van Ostrand.
That's great defense by Wayne. Not even getting close to getting a good look.
Almost knocked away, but Hicks has it, just 4 to shoot, and it is stolen into the back court. And Mahoney lets one fly from three-quarter court off the front rim out of bounds. Got it off before the shot clock, but not the shot they were looking for.
It was the best shot they could find.
Yeah.
Ran 35 seconds off the shot clock. He had to settle for a half-court shot. I mean, I really loved watching Wayne's, how they helped on the weak side. There was no way to enter the end of the ball at all.
So here comes Billy Thompson now with the basketball far side. Against man-to-man, straight to the hole. Comes up short. Our view obscured a little bit by the Midlakes cheerleaders. And a nice find down low on the baseline for Dan Van Ostrand, who finishes. And it's 2-0 Midlakes early.
thing I noticed about Bryce earlier this year is he's really doing a good job distributing the basketball. He had a lot of assists against Newark earlier.
So Thompson works it up court against Blankenburg. Playing it back and forth with Blankenburg into the corner for a 3-ball off the rim, no good from Tommy Bolt. Rebound Midlakes and a foul.
Midlakes went to look like a 1-3-1 that time. They're switching up the defenses on him.
First foul on Logan Holgado. And 2-0 Midlakes early here, first period. Burry brings it across the timeline, working against that 2-3 zone from Midlakes. He now has the ball in the corner, a couple dribbles to Hicks. They swing it, Mahoney to Van Ostrand in the corner. Entry pass to Hicks, working against Carmichael. And he's fouled by Carmichael. So great start so far for Midlakes.
Yeah, I thought he got bailed out a little bit there. He was a little bit out of control. It wasn't much of a foul. But they both had the call.
So now inbounding underneath their own basket, it will be Bryce Burry for Midlakes. They got 4 across the baseline. Mahoney, Milliman, Hicks, and Van Ostrand. And it's Milliman getting the inbound in the corner. He throws it away. Tommy Bolt now with a run out. Right-handed layup's good. Tie ball game. 2-2.
2-2-1 full court press by Wayne.
They break it. And now they set up against the 2-3 zone again. It's Van Ostrand with the basketball. Gives it to Mahoney. Mahoney holds it near the hash mark. They swing it around to Burry. Billy Thompson right up in his grill. Burry dribbles, pulls up top of the key. 3, no, too hard off the back iron. Rebounded by Thompson. And now Thompson throws it to Blankenburg. He's guarded by Mahoney, goes right by him. Finds Carmichael down low, right-handed layup's good.
Beautiful play by Blankenburg.
He got into that lane really easily and found Carmichael, who finished with a soft touch. And again, Midlakes breaks the pressure. Hicks gets it in the paint. He loses it, gets it back, finds Van Ostrand, leaves it for Mahoney. Little runner short. And it's corralled up top by Hicks, who swings it to Van Ostrand. Fresh shot clock for the Eagles. Burry working against the top of that 2-3, dribbles between his legs, mount pass to Van Ostrand, thought about a 3, instead finds Hicks baseline, 1 dribble, power dribble, misses the left-handed shot, rebounded by Blankenburg. Wayne coming quickly the other way. Blankenburg drives again, this time it's an offensive foul.
He stepped in there.
I want to say Hicks.
Was it Hicks?
Again, the view to our right's obscured by the cheerleaders.
Whoever was did an excellent job sliding over to draw that offensive foul. Logan was a little bit out of control. So we want to come to a jump stop there and either go up for the shot or dish it down to your teammate.
So first foul on Blankenburg, 4-2 early. Wayne with the lead, 4:46 to go. Again, Midlakes beats Wayne pressure. Burry dribbles into the paint, loses it, and we have another foul. This time I think they got
Tommy Bolt.
Tommy Bolt.
He thought he had all ball.
1 foul on Bolt, 1 foul on Helgado, 1 on Blankenburg, and 1 on Carmichael. 4 team fouls early for Wayne. 4-2 your score. Burry again inbounds underneath the basket. Corner 3 on the way from Van Ostrand, too hard. And Thompson comes down with a rebound. Dribbles up ahead. Leaves it for Blankenburg. 3-ball on the way. In and out. No, and back in.
Excellent recognition that time by Thompson, finding his shooter in the corner.
7-2 your score. And yeah, Blankenburg, one of the best shooters in all of Section 5. Van Ostrand now with it. Out top to Burry, still looking for his first points. He's 7 away from 1,000. He drives. Carmichael steals it.
Found him again.
Blankenburg from deep. Air ball. That time Burry kind of forced it into the lane and right up into Carmichael. Great defensive position by Carmichael, just standing with his hands straight up and snatched the ball away. I don't know if you call that a block shot or a steal.
Give them both to him.
So they break the pressure. Blankenburg steals it. The ball went out. Looked like it went off of Blankenburg.
They called a foul on number 4 here. Jordan Mahara.
That's the first team foul for Midlakes. And Billy Thompson walks it up. 7-2, 3:47 to go here, first period. Jim Sinacropi, Kevin Sharp bringing this game live from Clifton Springs on Finger Lakes 1. Little backdoor alley-oop and the kiss by Blankenberg. Beautiful play, Thompson to Blankenberg.
They've worked on that a few times. That was run perfectly. Coach Thompson's going to be very happy with execution there.
So 9-2 your score. 5 points for Blankenberg, 2 for Carmichael, and 2 for Tommy Bolt. Dan Van Ostrand with the only points for Midlakes. And I was going to ask them if the cheerleaders would slide down, but there's way too many of them. They got nowhere to go.
There's a lot here.
And I'm not going to complain because so many high school games nowadays, you don't see the cheerleaders. They add so much to the atmosphere. And great crew here at Midlakes.
I think Midlake started out with a 2-0 lead, I believe, right? They hit
yeah,
the first
9
shot,
unanswered.
So it's a 9-0 run. I really like how they push the ball. They keep the pressure on the defense. And they know where each other are at all times.
I want to remind you, tonight's game will be replayed with full video on fingerlakes1.com and our YouTube channel at 11 p.m. tonight. Glad you could join us live here, though, on FL1 Radio. As the entry pass goes to Millman on the block, he spins, right-hander blocked by Blankenberg, and he comes down with a rebound. Now he's pushing it, and he's fouled by Bryce Burry, who was hampering him the whole way across midcourt.
Now, people talk about Blankenberg being one of the best shooters in Section 5, great offensive player, but so far he's got a block shot, 2 rebounds, and an assist.
And he's listed at 6'4". He's all of that.
Yes.
Inside to Carmichael on the block, spins,
nice find.
Kicks it out, finds an open shooter for Wayne. No good, the shot from Helgado, but Carmichael gets it back and lays it in, and the foul.
Kind of kid everybody wants on their team. He just keeps working hard. Hard-working kid.
And that foul goes on Bryce Burry. That's his second already. He'll have to take a seat. Still scoreless, and are they going to leave him in? Instead, it's Hicks checking back into the ball game for Mahar. So Bryce Burry with 2 fouls early, with Wayne up 9. 3:11 to go first period. And Carmichael heading to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Shot up, rolls around the rim and in. So Carmichael has 5, Blankenberg has 5, 12-2. Eagles lead the Screaming Eagles. And it's Ryan Laws into the ballgame dribbling. He loses it. Thompson steals it. We got a foul, though. Looks like they
called it on Thompson.
Yeah, they called it on Thompson. Surprising. 5 team fouls now on Wayne. If there's one thing that's gone right, is we have another foul. That'll be the 16th foul on Wayne.
It's on Tommy Bolt. I think that's his second.
It is. So 16 fouls on Wayne. Oh, Burry almost backcourt on the inbounds, but he gets control, and now he works up top of that 2-3 zone. Nice dish inside to Millman. Pump fake. Misses the shot. Rebounded by Hicks. His putback no good. Gets it back. Goes up again. This one blocked again by Blankenberg. Outlet to Thompson. Here comes Wayne into the corner. 3 ball on the way. Air ball from Helgado. Rebounded by Carmichael.
Bryce is third. Bryce just picked up his third.
And he goes straight to the bench and sits right down.
And the last time defensively, Wayne was in a box and 1 on Burry.
So not the start that Coach Zirkus was hoping for. Bryce Burry, the Finger Lakes Fab 5 player on the bench. Carmichael, jumper from the elbow, rims out. And we got a foul on Dan Van Ostrand on the rebound.
They get on him or Milliman?
Let's see. Now they gave it to
Milliman.
Trevor Milliman, so his first. So 5 team fouls now for Midlakes with 2:33 to go, down 10. Thompson throws it way up top to Blankenberg. Almost stolen. We got another foul, and this one's on Blankenberg. That'll be his second. And Blankenberg arguing with referee Todd Clausen. And to me, that was just a jump ball.
I thought he was going for the basketball. A lot of whistles so far.
Yeah, with 12 team fouls combined between the two teams in the first 5 minutes of the ball game. That's an average of over 2 fouls a minute. So
it's pretty good math.
But it does send Midlakes to the free throw line. Ryan Laws with the front end of the 1-on-1 bank buries it. And so it's 12-3. Second free throw on the way. Up and good.
Good shot.
12-4 your score.
Midlakes in a 1-1-3 little press, and it's falling back into 2-3.
Thompson playing catch with Blankenberg. He drives, double clutch, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Big Country. Nick Carmichael lays it back over the front of the rim.
Just has a knack for it. Has a knack for the ball. Nose for the ball.
7 points for Carmichael. And Marshall Wassman into the ball game now for Midlakes. It's Hicks into the corner. Open three for Ryan Laws is blocked by Tommy Bolt. So 1:59 to go here in the first period. 14-4 your score, Wayne over Midlakes. Van Ostrand now to inbound underneath the basket. Hands it off to Millman in the corner, or to Hicks, tried to give it right back to him. It was picked off though by Carmichael, and now Blankenberg has the basketball. Dribbling up the right side, right in front of our broadcast table here at midcourt. Now he drives with the left hand into the corner to Delgado, fumbles it. Thompson has it now. Carmichael tries a jumper from 18, rolls off.
Nice soft touch.
And rebounded by Milliman. Quickly the other way comes Midlakes. Van Ostrand back to Laws. Laws inside to Milliman, finds Wassman, back to Laws. Swings it to Van Ostrand, open three. In and out. Rebounded by Carmichael.
Boxing out there, clearing space.
And Blankenberg now with it. 1:17 to go. Wayne Eagles up 10. Blankenberg top of the key, guarded by Van Ostrand. Entry pass now to Carmichael. He loses it. Millman picks it up. Outlets it to Laws. Laws into the lane. Hangs, no good. Gets his own rebound, but he was standing on the baseline.
Carmichael and Blankenberg both did a great job there not committing a foul. Straight up to give the kid plenty of room.
Again, if you're just joining us, Bryce Burry on the bench with 3 fouls, scoreless. He just needs 7 for 1,000, which congratulations to Derek Chance of Clyde. He scored 1,000 a couple nights ago.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of them in person here on Finger Lakes 1. So now Brandon Nowak into the ball game for Wayne. It's Thompson, Nowak, Delgado, Jaden Burley, and mass substitutions. One more that. Oh, Max Larocco.
Oh yeah, sure.
Again, you have to apologize. We have trouble seeing the right side of the court. This expansive Wayne cheerleading squad.
They just subbed in again. Piotrowski came in for the others for Delgado.
30 seconds to go here, first period. And the entry pass to Milliman goes off his hands, and Larocco comes up with a steal. And Delgado now running the point. They'll hold for 1. Shot clock's off. 13 seconds to go. Wayne up 10. Delgado still with it, working off a pick. Continues his drive. Over Millman, no good. Tip out comes to Laws. Lets one fly from three-quarter court off the backboard and rim, no good. Almost had it. 10-year score after 1 period of play here at Midlakes High School. The Wayne Eagles 14, the Midlakes Screaming Eagles 4. This is Section 5, Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on fingerlakes1.com. Stay with us.
Federal loans not enough to cover the cost of your college education? The private student loan available through Generations Bank can be the answer to your funding needs. Learn more online at mygenbank.com or call 315-568-5855. Generations Bank, with locations in Auburn, Farmington, Geneva, Phelps, Seneca Falls, Union Springs, and Waterloo. Be sure to check out their mobile banking app or visit them online at mygenbank.com. Dr. Littlejohn and his outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each patient through their orthodontic care. They utilize the latest technological advances in the orthodontic industry, including digital scanning and Invisalign. Dr. Rod Littlejohn is proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out their website at littlejohnortho.com. Bill Cram Chevrolet on Route 5 and 20 between Seneca Falls and Waterloo, where your car buying is fast, fun, and easy. Mention you saw them on fingerlakes1.com and receive a $250 credit to use towards the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Browse their inventory at billcramchevrolet.com or stop in and see why you'll save plenty on 5 and 20 with Bill Cram Chevrolet.
And welcome back. Jim Sinacropi, Kevin Sharp, courtside here at Midlakes High School. 14-4 your score as Wayne starts with a basketball and Logan Halgado tries a long three. No good. Rebounded by Van Ostrand. Here comes Midlakes, and they throw it away. Van Ostrand right over the head of Hicks. So it's Van Ostrand, Hicks, Milliman, Mahoney, and Ryan Laws for Midlakes. Again, Bryce Burry on the bench with 3 fouls. For Wayne, it's Halgado, Billy Thompson, Brandon Nowak, Max Laraco,
and Burley.
And Jaden Burley. As Thompson swings it to Halgado. Now baseline to Burley. He can't handle it out of bounds, and they got a foul though on Van Ostrand.
Well, the ball went to the high post. He immediately kicked it down for an easy shot. He got fouled. Oh, I thought he was on the shot.
No, they said it was on the ground. So that's 16 fouls for Midlakes. Wayne already in the bonus here as the inbound pass comes to Logan Halgado. Back to Thompson out top. Back to Halgado. Now Thompson with it, swings it. As Wayne works around that side. Midlakes in his zone right now. Thompson, Halgado drives baseline, lets a little 5-foot runner go, nothing but net.
Nice move by Logan.
16-4, Wayne leads. 6:41 to go here, second period. Entry pass to Milliman, again he can't handle it. Burley comes up with it, flips it to Thompson. And Thompson sets up the offense.
It's a really good job by LaRocca getting his hand on that ball for the turnover.
Now Thompson looks to drive against Van Ostrand, picks up his dribble. Now he lets a 3-ball go off the front rim, no good. Rebounded by Milliman. Strong rebound up ahead to Laws, dribbling with the left hand, guarded by Thompson behind the back. Gets by Thompson, swings it to Hicks. One dribble, left-handed kiss.
Nice play by Laws there, getting out of the trouble with Thompson's and finding the open man Hicks for the jump shot.
So Hicks' first points of the game. Lead back down to 10. Now Burley on the baseline. Nice find from Thompson. And Jaden Burley with a layup. 18-6. Entry pass again to Hicks, this time from the right side. Left-handed kiss is good. 4 straight points from Devin Hicks. Lead back down to 10. Halgado and Thompson work it up. Into the corner to Burley. And it's Laraco now to Halgado. Laraco free throw line, takes one dribble, lets one fly too hard off the backboard. 2 Wayne Eagles fight for it. And Milliman out of bounds off of Wayne. So it'll be Midlakes basketball. So you don't think we're going to see Bryce Burry for the rest of this half?
I don't know. There's 2 schools of thought to it. If it gets too far out of control, then what's the difference where their fouls out in the free? You still got to keep this somewhat close. I mean, it's still 10. Coach Zirkus has to be kind of happy that it's only 10 points now without a Fab 5 player on for most of the first half.
It was 12-2 when Burry fouled out, so it's 18-8 now. So they've maintained that 10-point advantage Wayne has. They haven't grown the lead. Ryan Laws with it now, and Todd Clausen says he carried it. A lot of whistles here in the first half at Midlakes.
Came back in with Carmichael and Blankenberg here in these last 2 possessions. So
it'll be Burley, Brandon Nowak, and the 3 juniors, Thompson, Blankenberg, and Carmichael. Nowak with it. To Burley, into the corner to Blankenberg, guarded by Mahoney, drives baseline, goes up, and kisses him.
Smart enough that time not to go all the way to the basket and pick up
and this time he steals, takes it right to the basket, but short, and we have a foul on Ryan Laws. Didn't see that one.
thought Logan could have been a little more patient on that shot.
Yeah.
Kind of rushed a little bit. He didn't need to. He's got 5 inches on Laws.
But he will go to the free throw line now with the lead at 12. Amazing for a kid his size, too, the ease that he goes by his defender.
Well, he's really worked on that, I think. I mean, I saw him during AAU, and he just really impressed me with how hard he went to the basket. He's a gym rat.
Yeah. He missed his first free throw.
Excellent football player, too. Great receiver for Wayne.
He would receive passes from Braden Zanelovic, who is going to join us at halftime. Out with an injury all season, expected back in a few weeks. We'll talk to him, find out how his rehab's coming as Blankenburg misses the second free throw. Now it's a 3-ball on the way from Dan Van Ostrand, and he buries it.
Nice shot. Midlakes very patient at that time, inside out, found an open jump shooter. And Van Ostrand's really worked on that. He's improved a lot since last year. He was a good shooter last year.
Lead back under 10, 20-11. Wayne leads. Blankenburg now to the corner. 3-ball on the way from Nowak is good.
I think that's Burley.
Oh, yeah, it was Burley. Sorry. Now Midlakes has to get it over. They do. It's Wassman. Marshall Wassman finds a cutting. Van Ostrand lays it in. Beautiful pass and cut by Midlakes, and Van Ostrand has 7.
I love that cut by Van Ostrand that time. A lot of times kids will pass, just stand there and spectators, and he wanted the basketball. They found him.
Now Thompson drives straight to the rim, and a little right-handed scoop is off the rim. And pushing it up court is Midlakes, and Laws throws it over the head of Wassman out the baseline. Coach Zirkus not happy with that turnover. At that lead still at 10, so when Bryce Burry fouled out,
Hasn't fouled out.
or when Bryce Burry picked up his third
right.
foul, that was a 10-point advantage for Wayne, and it's still a 10-point advantage. It's been about 8 minutes of game time. So Blankenburg now with the basketball, guarded by Mahoney, working off a pick from Carmichael. Dribbles right side of the lane, kicks it back out for a 3 from Burley, too strong. And it's corralled by Ryan Laws, who now dribbles across the timeline, gives it to Van Ostrand. Guarded by Burley, up top to Mahoney. Pass too low, though, for Millman. Now here comes Wayne the other way. Delgado off a pass from Blankenburg, no good. Carmichael with a rebound, blocked from behind by Milliman. Now a 3-ball from the corner from Delgado, no good. Laws getting up for the rebound. Pushing it the other way. Up ahead to Millman, and he's hammered.
I watched that time Wassman did an excellent job boxing out Blankenburg. Just actually displaced him, moved him right off the block.
We got Brandon Nowak with a foul, his first. And so Trevor Millman will head to the free throw line. Chance to get this lead under 10. 2 shots. First one up and good. So Millman on the board. As Tommy Bolt checks back into the game for Jaden Burley.
I've only seen Wayne play for 3 quarters this year, 3 quarters of a game this year. It looks like he's doing a lot of mixing and matching his lineups.
Yeah, so far there's been 9 Wayne Eagles have seen the court as Millman makes the second. And now Blankenburg and Delgado work it up court. Billy Thompson on the bench. Delgado hands it off to Carmichael at the free throw line, gets it to the corner to Bolt, and they swing it back around. 3-ball on the way from Blankenburg, no good. Pulled in by Millman. So Wayne now, or Midlakes, with a chance to dig into that lead a little deeper. Right now it's at 8 with 2 minutes to go, second period. Wassman with the ball in the corner. Bounce pass entry on the block to Millman. Spins against 2 Eagles. And we have a jump ball.
It's a great defense by Carmichael.
Carmichael just stopped him, didn't reach. He spun into Brandon Nowak on the double team, and Nowak tied him up.
Held his ground.
And Van Ostrand open for 3 off the inbounds, in and out.
I would have cut it to 5.
Tommy Bolt rebounds it. And coming up the other way, it's Logan Delgado, and he's fouled.
Fantastic find by Thompson. Logan did what every coach wants a player to do. He sprinted the floor, got the pass from Thompson, finished at the rim, and foul line for a 3-point play.
That foul goes to Van Ostrand is his second. Lead back up to 10. This free throw would make it 11. Helgato lets fly and hits. So the lead now 11. And Helgato has 5. Steal off the inbounds. Billy Thompson, right-handed shot off the backboard is good. And timeout, Pete Zirkus.
Great defense by Helgato that time. Stole it, hit Thompson. I'm really impressed with Wayne.
So 1:44 to go here in the first half. The lead up to 13. Want to remind you that this live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball is made possible through the support of Generations Bank. Are you ready for a new financial partner? Did you know that Generations is a full-service financial partner? Generations Bank was founded in 1870 and serves Cayuga, Seneca, and Ontario counties. Generations Agency is an independent insurance agency representing over 40 carriers. And Generations Investment Services offers 35 years of financial planning experience. From their MyGen mobile app to MyGen Mortgage with no down payment or PMI for qualified buyers to all your insurance and investment needs, check out the Generations way of planning for your future. So some other games tonight, Sharpie across the Wayne Finger Lakes on the boys' side. We have Geneva at Minders, Pelmac at Waterloo, HAC at Naples, Penn Yan at Newark. That's a big one for both teams,
For both
right?
teams, right. Both teams need that win.
Ganonda's at Sodus, Lyons is at North Rose Wolcott, Marion at Clyde Savannah, and Red Creek at Williamson. So we'll hope to get some updates for you from both that Minders game and the Penn Yan Newark game, as we're going to see full court pressure from Wayne. Inviting underneath their own basket.
Switch it up to a diamond press this time.
Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Wayne. Now Milliman coming to inbounds.
It's a good move. Trevor's a good ball handler, and he's tall enough to see over the top of it.
Over the top to Mahoney. Now up ahead to Wassman. They break it, but they have numbers. Thompson hustles back, though. Knocks it away from Wassman. Cross-court pass, tipped, ends up in the hands of Midlakes. Now Milliman has it in the paint, spins over Carmichael.
Nice move.
Left-hander off the front of the rim and in.
Trevor did an excellent job that time. He's very patient, able to finish with his left.
So Millman has 4, 28-17 the score. There's Brandon Nowak with it. Finds Carmichael at the free throw line. Into the corner to Helgato, to Thompson. Dribbles. Out top to Nowak. 20 to shoot. 1:10 left in the half. Nowak skips it to Helgato. And now Thompson touches it inside to Carmichael. Spins back to Thompson. Nowak open for 3 from the perimeter. No. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Ryan Laws. Once again, the Lakes can get this lead under 10. 52 seconds to go. Second period here on Finger Lakes 1. Marshall Wassman with the ball. Entry pass to Millman. Up over Carmichael, no good. And rebounded by Nowak, handed to Thompson. Coming the other way, foul line jumper. No good. Big rebound by Millman. Shot clock is now, well, there's about a half a second differential between the shot and game clock. With about 27 seconds to go, it looks like Midlakes will try to hold for 1. Millman with it on the block, double team, spins. Tried a baseline pass to Van Ostrand. Nowak knocked it out of bounds. And so now Midlakes will inbound underneath their own basket with 16.8 seconds to go in the half as Jaden Burley checks back into the ball game for Tommy Bolt.
It's a good substitution by Coach Thompson. Tommy Bolt's got 2 fouls. Want to pick up a cheap one here right before half, and what still is a basketball game.
So timeout on the floor, 28-17, and yeah. So actually, at this point, since Bryce Burry went out with his 3rd foul, it's been a 1-point game.
Yeah. Coach Zirkus has to be happy with how they're able to hang in there without their arguably the best player not in the game. I'm really impressed with Milliman today, the way he's battling around the basket. Wish I was keeping track of rebounds because he's got to have 8 of them or so, I would think.
Yeah, he's been working hard, and a little offensive spurt there in the second. A couple free throws and a nice little right-handed hook shot over Carmichael. So Midlakes coming back with Wassman, Van Ostrand, Laws, Mahoney, and Milliman for the final 16.8. And it's Van Ostrand inbounding. Bounce pass to Mahoney. He's bumped. Tries a shot. No good. He'll head to the free throw line.
Real nice set that time. Out of bounds. You get an easy shot, but he got fouled.
By Nick Carmichael, his second. So a lot of fouls this first half. First free throw by Mahoney, no good. And now Van Ostrand checks out for Midlakes.
Yep.
Jordan Meyer back in.
He's got 2 fouls as well, Van Ostrand.
And Carmichael takes the seat as well with those 2 fouls. LaRocco checks in. Second free throw, no good. 12 seconds left. Thompson with the basketball. He slows it up, brings it across the timeline with 8 seconds. He drives, pulls up, free throw line. Yes! And a full court shot from Wassman. Baseball pass off the front iron, no good. And that brings to the end the first half of play. Stay with us here for the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report. We're going to have the Fresh Prince of Ontario, Braden Zanilovic, will join us for halftime here on Finger Lakes 1. Once again, after 2 quarters of play, your score, Wayne 30, Midlakes 17. This is Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on fingerlakes1.com.
FingerLakes1.com's live coverage of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball is brought to you thanks to the support from Finger Lakes Partners. Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Trust someone who lives in your community. With offices in Geneva, Waterloo, and Victor, visit Finger Lakes Partners online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. Ferrara Lumber and Building Supplies. Ferrara Lumber has been a fixture in the Seneca Falls area for almost 60 years. Start planning your next home improvement project at ferraralumber.com. Ferrara Lumber, supporting local high school athletes since 1959. Finger Lakes Construction Company is the #1 post-frame builder in New York State, providing complete building packages for a wide range of construction, including personal garages, commercial office complexes, municipal, equestrian, agricultural, dairy facilities, pole barns, and more. Visit them online at fingerlakesconstruction.com. The It's a Wonderful Run 5K Committee. It's a winter run like no other. Check out race videos, sign up for the next race, and learn how to get involved in the most popular holiday run around at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Red's Place, serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls. Awesome daily specials, soup, and the best sandwiches in town. Check out their Facebook page for daily specials and their full menu. Next time you head out to see a movie, make it at the Omen Theater in downtown Lyons. You'll love relaxing in the modern, renovated theater that has the old-fashioned charm and character of the original house, first opened in 1915. See what's playing this week at omentheater.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salad bar, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. Fed up with unresponsive web designers and getting nickeled and dimed for every small website update? Call fingerlakes1.com at 315-712-0104 and take control of your web presence. Since 1998, fingerlakes1.com has created and maintained nearly 1,000 websites for local businesses and organizations of all sizes. Aflac. When health changes for you or a loved one, it can change everything. But Aflac can help make sure the life you live is the life you never stop living. Learn more at aflac.com or contact Joe Calarco at 315-253-0495. And by Generations Bank, Little John Orthodontics, and Bill Cram Chevrolet.
And welcome back inside Midlakes High School, where your score, Wayne 30, Midlakes 17. It's the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report here. Jim Sinacropi, Kevin Sharp, joined by the Fresh Prince of Ontario, Braden Zanilovic.
Yes, sir.
And glad to be with you.
Yes, sir.
Nothing disappointed me more that when I woke up the morning after your injury and heard that you hurt your foot. First of all, selfishly, I was upset that we weren't going to be able to follow you on the basketball court. But I felt so bad for you in your senior year to have to endure something like that. What's it been like?
It's been tough. I mean, I went through a lot. It was very difficult to cope with at the beginning. My family helped me through it a lot. So I have a big thanks to them. But it was tough. I don't know. It helped to see my brother go out there and be so successful and take over the team like he did. So it was a lot easier, to be there with him and every step of the way I was with him. So it was great.
Now I noticed that you've been at every practice, every game, sideline, football, basketball. Here, it seems like you're just as big a part of the team. You're involved in every huddle. You're meeting the kids at half court, your teammates. Is that something that you've made a point to do to stay involved, or you just probably can't bear being away from the team?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. I was a captain for football, captain for basketball, so I just feel like I got to keep doing my role. I got to act like nothing's changed, like I'm still playing, even be a little bit of a bigger part because, I'm sitting on the bench all the time, so I can, help coach with different things or just give them, suggestions. So, yeah, definitely it's important for me to still be a part of the team and, stay with them along the way.
So what's the updated timeline? When are we going to see you back on the court?
Well, my appointment's scheduled with my doctor the 29th of this month. I'm trying to get it to move up.
Because you're feeling good. I saw you out there shooting before the game. You're looking pretty good.
I started running yesterday. I'm a little sore after the fact, but, it's going to happen. It's going to have to be something I deal with for a little while, but it felt good. It's good to get back on the court. I've been shooting a lot for the past 2 weeks, able to jump off both feet, so I'm excited.
Brayden, a couple things that stick out to me. I'm going to give you a great compliment here. You're the type of player that no one wants to play against, but everyone wants to play with. I've noticed that watching you over the last few years. I've got a lot of respect for, how hard you play, how into the game you are, and winning means everything.
Yes, sir.
So that's a lasting thing I'm going to remember about you. Another thing is I was actually at your game after you hurt your foot. And I could not tell that you had injured your foot. It goes to show what kind of competitor you are. And those are two things that, that I'm going to remember about you through your high school career.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I was misdiagnosed the first time, after I initially got hurt, So, I told myself, I guess it's a sprain, and I'm going to go out there and play with my guys. And I never thought it'd be what it was. The diagnosis crushed me. But it was definitely a very, very painful game. But I don't know. I guess, a lot went into it, and I tried to not focus on the pain and focus more on, trying to be successful for the guys and, come out with a W, which we unfortunately weren't able to do. But, it was still, a decent night. So
let's take it back to last year. What a great atmosphere it was at Fairport. When you guys went into that game, you knew that schools never won a sectional title in basketball, and it was right there in front of you. Just talk about kind of, at the time you're a junior, the rest of the team sophomores, very young.
Yeah.
It was almost like you exceeded expectations. We always thought this Wayne team was going to be great this year, but you won that sectional title last year with Billy Thompson and Logan and Nick Carmichael as sophomores. But talk about the locker room before that game. Were you guys confident? Did you just feel like it was your time to seize the opportunity?
Yeah, I think so. I think we were very nervous, to say the least. I was, for sure. That's the first time I've ever played for a sectional title. It's been something I've wanted my whole life. In football we weren't able to get it, but we have a great head coach, and he keeps us calm, and he acts like he's been in the situation before, even though we've never been there before. He definitely acts like it, and his calmness keeps us calm. And then the captain staying calm keeps the underclassmen calm, because it's tough. We have a bunch of underclassmen who've never really gone through it, and the easy thing for them to do would be fold in tough situations, against a good, really big school. But we took what that Phillips kid said at that breakfast, kind of to heart, and we wanted to come out and show him. He said, I can't say word for word what he said, I don't remember, but he said, good luck to Wayne since it's going to be their last game. And me, Tom Bolt, and Billy are sitting at the table, and we're like, did he really just say that? So we ended up, there was video footage of it. So
then he fouled out of the game. Nick Carmichael was a handful for him.
Nick, took care of him easily. So, it was things like that definitely fire us up, because nobody picked us to win. Nobody picked us to go through the tournament, the bracket like we did. So, I guess we're just trying to prove everyone wrong. And now this year we kind of have a target on our back.
Sure.
We're picked first in the league. We have high expectations for ourselves. You guys have all, picked us, highly, and we gotta come through and play hard. We got that X on our back. That's what Coach Thompson talks about. So it's very important that we, come ready to every practice and ball out. That's for sure.
How easy is it going to be, or difficult for you to reintegrate with these guys in time for postseason play?
I don't think it's going to be too difficult just because I'm so much a part of the team still. I think it'd be different if I, kind of was just, hey, I'm not playing, I'm not showing up, But I'm trying to be in with these guys as much as possible. So, when I do step on the court, I'm right there. We're ready to roll and, pick up where we started last year and, already what they've done this year. Because, they're playing great. They haven't missed a beat, and it's great to see.
Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to join us. We'll let you get back over there with the team
Appreciate
now.
it.
Can't wait to see you back on the court and following you again the rest of the way.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Have a good one. See you guys.
So that was Braden Zinelovic. Again, that injury coming in football season. Such a disappointing thing from both us covering things, Sharpie, but just you feel so bad for a kid. Your high school career is, you have 4 years, usually less, and coming off all the success they had last year, it's too bad that had to happen. But great attitude, great kid. No doubt.
Certainly seems that way. I know he's very well respected around the league, and his football coach can't say enough good things about him.
So second half action underway, and it's Nick Carmichael with a miss, getting his own rebound, putting it back, and he's fouled. So Wayne now coming back with their starters. Bryce Burry back on the court to start the second half. Again, your score 30-17. Make that 32-17 after that Carmichael bucket. First half scoring for Wayne. Carmichael had 7, Blankenburg had 7, Helgado had 5, Burley had 5, Billy Thompson had 4, and Tommy Bolt had 2 as Carmichael misses the free throw, rebounded by Midlakes. For Midlakes, it was Dan Van Ostrand with 7, Trevor Millman with 4, Hicks with 4, and Ryan Laws with 2.
Box and 1 on Bolt's guard and Burry all over the court.
He just fouled him.
Just fouled him in the corner.
That'll be the third foul on Tommy Bolt. So already 30 seconds in the second half, we got 2 team fouls already, one for each team. A lot of fouls tonight.
Yeah. There's a new rule in high school basketball about how they're folding the shorts over, and Blankenburg's being spoken to right now about it.
A lot of players don't like that rule. But it was getting a little bit out of hand.
Yep. The rule is that they warn him if he doesn't do it, I believe, and then you got to sub him out.
So there he goes. Blankenburg takes a seat. Jaden Burley checks back in. Brandon Nowak coming in for him. As Midlakes inbounds in front of their own bench to Millman. And now they swing it around to Mahoney. Up top to Hicks. 2-3 zone by Wayne. Entry pass to Millman in the paint, spins, guarded by 2 Wayne Eagles. Back out to Mahoney, skips it to Van Ostrand. Van Ostrand tries a 3, no. Long rebound corralled by Nick Carmichael. And Carmichael gets it to Billy Thompson. Dribbles across the timeline. Midlakes in a 2-3 zone as well. Helgado skips it way up top to Bolt, down along the baseline, back up to Thompson, foul line jumper, no good. Kept alive by Helgado.
Rebound.
Out-battled Millman for that one, and Wayne will reset up 32-17. Thompson over to Helgado, back to Thompson. Skips it to Bolt, inside to Carmichael. Nice dump down to Nowak, finds Helgado. Great ball movement by the Eagles. They finally find Bolt for 3, and he misses. And here comes Bryce Burry the other way with the basketball. Straight to the basket. Oh, it rims off, no good. Van Ostrand with a putback, no good. And Nowak controls for Wayne. Bryce Burry still scoreless here. 2 minutes into the second half. 32-17 Wayne.
Last time down the court, Wayne had passed the ball 8 times before they got the shot.
This time just once as a 3-ball. Finds the bottom of the net for Logan Helgado. He has 8 points. And it's 35-17.
Wayne's in a box and 1 again.
Van Ostrand Over to Mahoney. Foul line extended. One dribble. Entry pass to Milliman. Picked off, and now here comes Thompson ahead of the pack. And great job cutting off Mahoney using his body. Misses the rebound, but rebounded by Carmichael. His putback no good. This time he puts it back again, and he's fouled.
That's one way to pad your rebounding stats right there.
Sure.
Excellent job by Carmichael, though. You can never assume the guy's going to make it, and he just sprinted the floor and cleaned up the mess.
First thing I noticed there is Billy Thompson was just a little bit ahead of Mahoney, used his body to shield Mahoney, which allowed him to get an open shot that he missed. And then the biggest guy in the court, Nick Carmichael, runs the floor, gets his own rebound, misses, and then puts it back and's fouled. And that's the third foul on Dan Van Ostrand.
Billy knew exactly what he was doing there. I mean, it's not the first time he's played this game, that's for sure. He's a very good point guard. 11
points for Nick Carmichael, and the free throw no good, so Carmichael misses his last free throws. And Ryan Laws now finds Milliman over to Van Ostrand, drives into the paint, pulls up from the free throw line, and hits.
Nice shot.
9 points for Dan Van Ostrand, 37-19.
I actually think that was Mahoney. I think it was 23.
Oh, yep, you know what, I think you're right. So if it was Caleb Mahoney, that's his first points of the game. And Elgato now to Thompson. Has his pass stolen by Ryan Laws. Up ahead to Burry. Burry double teamed by Thompson and Blankenberg, and he dribbles it off his foot and out of bounds. Rough night for Bryce Burry. Yeah. Last time we saw him play on Finger Lakes 1, it was against Lions at the Chiropractic College. He had 30. In a great shootout with Justice Smith, who also had 30.
That was an up and down game. Very entertaining.
And so now it's Thompson with the basketball. Midlakes really packing in that zone. Over to Thompson, back to Blankenberg, one dribble, into the corner to Helgado. Skips it way up top to Thompson. He goes up and gets it, finds Tommy Bolt in the corner, 3-ball on the way. Yes!
Bang.
5 points for Tommy Bolt, 40-19. Biggest lead of the ball game for the Wayne Eagles, with 4:22 to go here in the third period. Baseline drive by Burry, thrown away. Now here comes Wayne in transition, and it's Blankenberg to Helgado. Basket good.
Timeout.
42-19.
Well, they can turn it on.
Now, they were supposed to see Wayne and Minders play last Thursday night, a game that was canceled due to the cold weather. All the games were canceled on Thursday and Friday. So they're going to be playing, I guess, next Wednesday night in Seneca Falls, and we're going to try to be there for that one. Right. And then the other game that was rescheduled was Lions-Clyde, who we were supposed to do that Friday night. That's going to be this Saturday, and you and I will be at the Atwood Gymnasium. It's already a sellout.
Got a couple good games coming up, don't you? This is going to be fun.
Don't get much better. And again, I mentioned that it's a sellout at the Atwood, so if you don't have a ticket, you're not going. You're going to have to watch us on Finger Lakes 1.
Yeah. And I saw your podcast, and you mentioned to the guys from Seneca Falls about what an atmosphere it is. And it truly is. I brought my son Brian there when he was about a sixth grader to watch one of those games, and he couldn't believe the atmosphere that was there. The crowd's right on top. It's like Cameron Indoor Stadium.
Yeah, you got to see it to believe it.
Yeah. 100 degrees in there.
And a small court, too, which
Very
adds
small.
to it. I mean, it's the type of deal where they have a second line near the sideline that you can step over when you're inbounds because the crowd's that close to the court.
This should be very interesting.
So hopefully there's still enough room for us and our equipment. That's Saturday night. Game of the year in Wayne County. This game here, Finger Lakes East battle, 42-19. Wayne leads Midlakes. As Marshall Wassman into the game, skips it up top to Millman, to Bryce Burry, and Tommy Bolt just picked up his fourth foul, trying to steal the pass from Bryce Burry.
I thought on the box of one, he's a little bit too close to Bryce. I mean, he had a foul just waiting to happen there.
Nice crowd here tonight in Clifton Springs. Beautiful gymnasium. Thanks to Midlakes AD John Lombardi for the accommodations as Milliman spins his shot off the rim, no good. Pulled down by Blankenberg. Here he comes right up the middle of the court, right by Hicks, but gives it up to Milliman. Now up ahead to Burry, still looking for his first points. Drives up and over and hangs against Blankenberg and hits.
I was talking about the pregame, how he can finish in traffic. He's got an uncanny knack of being able to get the ball to the rim.
Great body control there as well, as it's 42-21 now, 3:22. Bryce Burry finally on the board for Midlakes. Wayne in no hurry.
Nice high-low.
High-low from Blankenberg to Carmichael, who finishes. So Carmichael with 6 third-quarter points, 13 on the game, 44-21. There's Ryan Laws. Up top to Hicks. Wassman with it. Now it's Milliman. High-low of their own to Hicks. A nice finish with the left hand from Devin Hicks. He is a lefty, I believe.
Yep, he's excellent job that time by the two big men from Midlakes.
Full court pressure from Midlakes. No problem for Wayne. As Thompson now controls 44-23, 2:36 to go. Blankenberg drives, and referee Todd Clausen says he traveled.
You mentioned at halftime about with the interview with Braden, how he's going to fit in here. I think he's just going to fit in tremendously. This team is a great team right now, but with him, it's just going to be really fun to watch, unless you have to play against him.
Yeah, 8-2. Not going to be a cakewalk, but they're going to be well prepared as Trevor Millman buries a baseline jumper. 44-25. Blankenberg to Thompson, cross the half-court line. Back to Blankenberg, who finds Carmichael, blocked by Milliman, but a foul. Milliman can't believe it. A couple of big boys in the paint tonight.
They're going at each other, too.
Just a second foul on Trevor Millman, and Carmichael will head to the free throw line where he's missed his last two.
This kind of player that's going to get to the line a lot, too, the way he uses his body.
Gets that one to go. He's got 14 on the ball game, wearing number 0. Spins, shoots, and hits.
There you go.
46-25, 2:07 to go. Milliman thought about a 3 from the perimeter. Instead, he holds it, gets it up top to Ryan Laws, who drives into the corner for Wassman. Wassman tries a 3, no good. And a foul on Billy Thompson on the rebound. Second foul on Billy Thompson. You know, going back to that 8-2 final last year, they were all fantastic. Blankenberg hit some gigantic shots. Zenelovic, you know, kind of kept everything in check. Very consistent on the rebounds. Made some big free throws as the shot by Midlakes, no good. Rebounded by Carmichael. Thompson straight to the hole, out of bounds. It'll stay with Midlakes, or with Wayne, and Billy Thompson is down along the baseline. Looks like he's okay. But Billy Thompson pulled down a ton of rebounds that game, and Nick Carmichael, as we mentioned during the halftime show, got Phillips, the big guy for Wilson Magnet, in foul trouble. And it was just a fabulous combination of skill sets, and everybody played so well that game. And then they gave Irondequoit a run for the money in Bloomfield.
Yeah. And Irondequoit won the state championship, right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice
great find.
Nice pass.
Blankenberg to Helgado. Top of the key, down low to the block, and Helgado has 10. It's Wassman now with it for Midlakes, down 23. Hicks open for a jumper, in and out, rebounded by Blankenberg. And he dribbles through a double team, and they get it up ahead to Nowak, to Thompson, corner 3 from Helgado, no. Big rebound by Burry. He pushes it up court. Into the lane, shot no good, pulled down by Hicks, and a 3 attempt from Ryan Laws, no good. Another rebound by Blankenberg, and they look to slow it up now. 55 seconds to go here, third period, 48-25. Wayne leads Midlakes. Another nice find from Blankenberg down low to Carmichael, who found Helgado, who hits a wide open 3. That's the second 3 of the quarter from Logan Helgado. He has 13 now. 37 seconds to go. It's a 26-point lead for the Eagles. As Burry lets one fly in the lane, he wants a foul. Now he's getting really frustrated. as Wayne can hold for one here. 23 seconds to go. Thompson comes and gets the ball from Blankenberg, and now Helgado holds it. And we got a timeout, 30-second timeout for Wayne. Coach Thompson. So, I guess the game's certainly not in question anymore, but can Bury score 5 more points and get that 1,000 here on Finger Lakes 1?
It's going to be tough the way they're guarding him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a box of one. They're not letting him breathe. And he's doing a good job of drawing fouls against the guys that are guarding him. I think he drew 3 that quarter, a couple against Tommy Bolt and one on Billy Thompson. I want to go back to out-of-bounds play where Blankenberg hit Helgado for the layup. I mean, that doesn't happen by chance.
Right.
They drill that, and their execution's nearly flawless tonight.
Yeah, they really do move the ball well, and we talk so much about the Big Three juniors, but all these other complementary players, like Tommy Bolt is one of the lone seniors to see some action tonight. Logan Helgado, also a junior. LaRocco, Jaden Burley's played well. He had 5 points in the first half, so they're a very strong team, not only here in the Finger Lakes East, but heading back to A2 to try to defend that sectional title in a little over a month. As Blankenberg drives baseline, and he's fouled by Mahoney.
Just so hard to guard because you have to guard him out at the line. He's so long, you put the ball on the floor, and before you know it, he's getting fouled.
So a little late start in Penn Newark for that Newark Penn Yan game. 11-4. Penn Yan leads as Carmichael misses the 6-footer, and 3/4 court shot by Van Ostrand, no good. And at the end of 3 periods of play, your score here in Clifton Springs: Wayne 51, Midlakes 25. 1 more quarter left to play. Bryce Bury just 5 away from 1,000. Let's see if he can get it. Stay with us here on Finger Lakes 1.
Federal loans not enough to cover the cost of your college education? The private student loan available through Generations Bank can be the answer to your funding needs. Learn more online at mygenbank.com or call 315-568-5855. Generations Bank, with locations in Auburn, Farmington, Geneva, Phelps, Seneca Falls, Union Springs, and Waterloo. Be sure to check out their mobile banking app or visit them online at mygenbank.com. Dr. Littlejohn and his outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each patient through their orthodontic care. They utilize the latest technological advances in the orthodontic industry, including digital scanning and Invisalign. Dr. Rod Littlejohn is proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out their website at littlejohnortho.com. Bill Cram Chevrolet on Route 5 and 20 between Seneca Falls and Waterloo, where your car buying is fast, fun, and easy. Mention you saw them on fingerlakes1.com and receive a $250 credit to use towards the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Browse their inventory at BillCramChevrolet.com or stop in and see why you'll save plenty on 5 and 20 with Bill Cram Chevrolet.
And welcome back inside Midlakes 1 quarter to play here. 51-25. Midlakes with a 21-8 advantage in the third period as they find Millman on the block. He misses the hook, and Blankenberg with another rebound. He's got to be pushing up over double digits for the evening, as it's Thompson, Nowak, LaRocco, Burley, and Blankenberg, who finds a slashing Thompson, who finishes. And Blankenberg he might be close to triple-double numbers.
He does it all.
He certainly has double-digit rebounds, and it's got to be up to near 5 or 6 assists at least.
Right.
Now Bury tries a baseline jumper, no good. Another rebound by Blankenberg. Now he's out on the run, 2-on-2, keeps it, leaves it off.
Another
layup,
assist.
good. Jaden Burley. Yeah, just like that, 2 quick assists to start the quarter as the ball thrown out of bounds by Midlakes. And at halftime, it was a 30-17 margin. And Midlakes actually did a pretty good job of hanging around after Bryce Bury picked up his 3rd foul, but 21-8 in the third period, and now a quick 4-0 run by Wayne to start the 4th period.
Yeah, they had it to 8, and Van Nostrand had one go in and out from the corner that would have cut it to 5.
Now Blankenberg drives through the lane. up and under Trevor Milliman, and good. 11 points for Blankenburg. Biggest lead of the game now at 32 for the Wayne Eagles. As Milliman drives. Gives it up to Hicks, who drives. He loses it. LaRocco with it. Gets it to Thompson. Thompson at the free throw line. Leaves it for Blankenburg. Finds LaRocco. Can't hit from about 5 feet. Another great find from Blankenburg.
Just sees the whole court. I'm very, very impressed with Logan.
Now he drives again and can't get it to go from point blank range, out of bounds to Midlakes.
He got the shot he wanted.
Looks to be a little winded. As we got a sub coming in, it'll be Tommy Bolt for Billy Thompson. So 5:57 left to go here, 57-25. Again, this game will be streamed live with full video at 11 p.m. tonight on FingerLakes1.com and our YouTube channel.
Bolt's assigned a Bryce again here for a box of one.
And Bolt with those 4 fouls. As Hicks controls up top of the key, swings it to Milliman. Couple of dribbles with the left hand, now spins with his right, drives into the lane, right into LaRocca, offensive foul.
It's a good call.
3 fouls on Trevor Millman. Back to Wayne. Midlake still scoreless here with 5:40 to go in the 4th period. Got a couple of score updates. Minders up by 9 against Geneva at the half in Seneca Falls, and after the first period of play, it was a late start in Newark, but Penn Yan up 11-4 on the Reds. As Burley drives for Wayne, Bolt tries to save it, throws it into the crowd. It'll be Midlakes basketball.
Yeah, Penn Yan's an interesting team. They started out playing, just like last year, undefeated in the league, but they hadn't played Newark, Minders, Wayne yet. So they're, putting it to Newark today.
And Newark is a lot of people upset that they, record-wise, are off to a slow start, but just 1 league loss so far. Big game for Newark tonight in the league as well. So we'll be interested to see who holds on to win that one. Shot by Midlakes, no good, out of bounds to Wayne with 5:01 to go here. So Logan Blankenburg dribbles it across the timeline. Why not? He can handle the point guard duties as well. LaRocca at the free throw line misses. Off the back iron, rebounded by Milliman, up to Bryce Burry. Just 2 points on the ball game for Burry. He pulls up for 3. Yes! Right in front of Coach Zirkus from about 22 feet. And that's 5 points for Bryce Burry. And that's point number 998. And Blankenburg tries to answer off the front rim, no good, rebounded by Milliman. So here comes Bryce Burry now, 998 career points. Pulls up for 3 again. This one a little off balance, no good, rebounded by LaRocco. Nice rebound by LaRocco in traffic. And we got a timeout, Coach Thompson. So 57-28, 4:10 to go here in the ball game. And again, we're going to see if Bryce can get the 1,000.
It'd be nice to see it here tonight for sure.
I really enjoyed watching him play, and I know that he's a little flashy, doesn't mind talking a little trash sometimes with the opponent, but it's for us it's fun to see, and I don't really ever think it's in a way that's above a good competitor.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he competes. Sometimes some of the stuff might get a little overboard, but at the end of the game, he's the first one out there to shake the kid's hand, congratulate him, or wish him luck for the next one. I've never seen any malice out of Bryce at all.
Another thing I love about Burry is wherever we go, if his team's not playing, he's there in the crowd.
He's a
junkie, high school basketball, just like you and me.
Yep. For sure.
So maybe we can bring him on the FL1 sports team after he graduates, do an internship. So 57-28 with 4:10 to go here in Clifton Springs. It looks like Wayne will come back with Carmichael, LaRocco, and Helgado, Burley, And we got someone new in the ball game. Or no, we got Justin Piotrowski into the ball game. He saw some action in the first half as well. For Midlakes, it's Burry, Milliman, Wassman, Van Ostrand, and Jordan Marr. Piotrowski skips it over to Burley, gets it back, thought about a three into the paint to Carmichael, lets fly from just inside the charity stripe and hits. 17 points for Nick Carmichael. And now Burry with the basketball dribbles it to Wassman. Burry tries a corner three. Yes! 1,001 points for number 3. Congratulations, Bryce Burry, with that corner three-pointer. He becomes the latest member of the 1,000-point club. They stop the game. Crowd on their feet here in Midlakes. And always an amazing achievement to score 1,000 points.
What a great accomplishment. I'm happy for Bryce. Because you can tell he was getting a little frustrated. So I mean, I'm happy for Bryce.
And they just announced it over the PA. Standing ovation. They're giving them the basketball, a couple pictures with 3:45 to go here in the fourth period. 59-31 the score, but as of right now, it's about Bryce Burry, 1,001 points, and school record for career points, 1,024 by Dan Alonji. We believe by Dan Alonji. Some of us thought it might have been Eric Coons. We couldn't get a definitive answer, but we do know that 1,024 is the school. So maybe, I don't know if Bryce has 23 more in him tonight, but but it won't be long before he becomes the all-time leading scorer in Mid-Lakes varsity basketball history.
Quite an accomplishment.
So inbounded to Wayne. They get it across the timeline. It's Helgado with it. Bounce pass to Piotrowski. Over to Helgado. Open for three. He takes it. Off no good. Rebounded by Van Ostrand. Nice feed to Wassman. And he converts with the right hand.
Just by running the floor, sprinting the floor.
And now Burley with it. Throws it up to Helgado. Nice he had a layup. Instead, he passes it to LaRocco, who gets bumped in the nose but scores it. 61-33, 3:12 to go. Burry now to Wassman in the corner, into Millman on the block. Leaves it for Mauer. Misses it. Into the corner. Van Ostrand, three on the way. Back iron, no good. Gets his own rebound. Couple dribbles, spins, in trouble. Good defense by Piotrowski. And it's Burley with the basketball now for Wayne. And he's fouled by Van Ostrand. And that'll be 4 for Van Ostrand.
The last assist by Logan Helgado, I think, exemplifies the Wayne team. I mean, he had a layup, and he dished it off to an opponent for an easy shot. I don't think they care who scores the points. They just want to win.
And they're well on their way to winning their 7th game of the season, improving to 7-1. It'll be their 7th straight as well. As now Tanner Clark checks into the ball game. The 5'10 senior for the first time for Wayne. And now also into the ball game, number 44, Anthony Flatt, a 6'2 senior. LaRocco on the block, out top for three by Tanner Clark, no good. Rebounded by Midlakes, 2:21 to go. 61-33 your score. Van Ostrand with it. Over to Wassman, into the corner to Burry. One dribble, two dribbles, back out top. Looks to drive. Finds Van Ostrand open from the perimeter, and he hits. Three-pointer for Dan Van Ostrand. He now has 10 on the ball game. And Tanner Clark now finds LaRocco. Almost lost it. Now LaRocco to Clark. Out to Burley. Burley drives, and he's fouled. Why not get a couple more fouls in here? So we got a lot of options for the Dr. Rod Littlejohn postgame show. We could, for the first time ever, go with a player from the losing team and get Bryce over here. Did score 1,000. If we went with on Wayne's side, we'd have a tough time choosing between Blankenberg and Carmichael, I think. As Bryce Burry checks out of the ball game. Just 8 points for Bryce tonight, but they are his, ends with 1,001 on the career for the evening. A couple free throws good. Who shot those free throws? Did you catch that?
I believe it was Burley.
62-36. Here's Wassman with it. Into the corner to Matt Cheney into the ball game. Cheney, a 6-foot senior from Midlakes. Now Wassman finds Ryan Laws. Into the corner to Derek Oakes into the ball game. He's a junior. Wassman thought about a three. Now he gives an entry pass to Oakes on the block, and I think we got a foul. Or just out of bounds. Can't tell. We got a crowd favorite checking in here. Nick Smith, 5'6" senior. Now the student section gave a little rise when he checked into the ball game. And now Nick Smith has it. He lets it go for three, but air ball off the backboard. And here comes Wayne with just over a minute to go in the ball game. Tanner Clark up top to Piatkowski, or Burley that would be. Tries a three, in and out. Battle for the rebound. And it's pulled down by Nick Smith at 5'6". Three ball on the way for Matt Cheney's an air ball. Smith with another rebound. That wasn't Smith with the rebound, that was Wassman.
I called it a shooting foul, okay.
Joe Marshall, Wassman, what do you think? We got to make a call on this.
Boy.
It's a tough one. Wassman makes the first free throw. Second free throw. Rolls off, no good. 62-37, 48 seconds left to go. LaRocco, nice high-low pass to Anthony Flatt, who's into the scoring column, 64-37. Shot clock is off as a three-pointer from Nick Smith goes off the rim, no good, and a rebound by Max LaRocco, and he's fouled, so he'll walk 90 feet to the other end to shoot some free throws.
1,000 points is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, and we just had the three kids from Wayne into the studio, and I think we're going to see Wayne. We have him on the schedule 3 more times this year. We have him at Newark, at Minders, and Minders at Wayne, not counting the postseason, of course. Right. Free throw no good by LaRocco. Wassman has it now with 22 seconds. Tries to throw it up ahead, stolen by LaRocco. Tanner Clark now up ahead to Burley. And Wassman steals it from Burley. He pushes it up ahead. Nick Smith open. Gives it up, though, for Oakes from the corner. Air ball. Rebounded by Anthony Flatt. 8 seconds. Stolen by Wassman. Gives it to Oakes. The floater. Derek Oakes with a feathery touch. For the final. 64-39. So, historic night here in Clifton Springs as Bryce Burry scores his 1,000th. We'll try to get him over here for the post-game show. Once again, your final score, they shut off the scoreboard, but Wayne rolls.
Oh my goodness, are they tough.
We'll be back.
FingerLakes1.com's live coverage of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball is brought to you thanks to the support from Finger Lakes Partners. Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Trust someone who lives in your community. With offices in Geneva, Waterloo, and Victor, visit Finger Lakes Partners online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. Ferrara Lumber and Building Supplies. Ferrara Lumber has been a fixture in the Seneca Falls area for almost 60 years. Start planning your next home improvement project at ferraralumber.com. Ferrara Lumber, supporting local high school athletes since 1959. Finger Lakes Construction Company is the #1 post-frame builder in New York State, providing complete building packages for a wide range of construction, including personal garages, commercial office complexes, municipal, equestrian, agricultural, dairy facilities, pole barns, and more. Visit them online at fingerlakesconstruction.com. The It's a Wonderful Run 5K Committee. It's a winter run like no other. Check out race videos, sign up for the next race, and learn how to get involved in the most popular holiday run around at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Red's Place, serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls. Awesome daily specials, soup, and the best sandwiches in town. Check out their Facebook page for daily specials and their full menu. Next time you head out to see a movie, make it at the Omen Theater in downtown Lyons. You'll love relaxing in the modern, renovated theater that has the old-fashioned charm and character of the original house, first opened in 1950. See what's playing this week at homeintheater.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salad bar, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. Fed up with unresponsive web designers and getting nickeled and dimed for every small website update? Call fingerlakes1.com at 315-712-0104 and take control of your web presence. Since 1998, fingerlakes1.com has created and maintained nearly 1,000 websites for local businesses and organizations of all sizes. Aflac. When health changes for you or a loved one, it can change everything. But Aflac can help make sure the life you live is the life you never stop living. Learn more at aflac.com or contact Joe Calarco at 315-253-0495. And by Generations Bank, Little John Orthodontics, and Bill Cram Chevrolet.
And welcome back here inside Midlakes High School, Clifton Springs, New York. Once again, your final score, Wayne 64, Midlakes 39. And this is the first time, I think, Kevin, that we've ever had a player of the game not be from the winning team. We've got Midlakes Bryce Burry here with us. 1,000 career points. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's always an amazing career accomplishment. It's a lot of points, right?
Yeah, I'd like to think so.
And you've played varsity since your sophomore year, right?
Yep.
So we've seen a lot of them here on fingerlakes1.com. We've really enjoyed watching you play over the past 3 years. You make it fun for us, and it's always fun to see you play, whether it's on the road or here at home in Clifton Springs. So I really, truly, congratulations.
Thank you.
1,000 points. Good stuff.
Really glad I was here to see that, Bryce.
Yeah, thank you.
So, talk about the rest of the season. I mean, you guys here at Midlakes have always had a team that was, could beat anybody on any given night.
Too. Yeah.
But never been able to compete for that Finger Lakes East title. And even last year in sectionals, a real tough loss to Newark late. What are your goals for this point of the season going forward here for your senior year?
We're trying to stay out of Newark's gym. We've lost there twice, 2 years straight. We don't want to do that again. Well, hopefully we're just trying to play good basketball, go a game at a time, win games, get a higher seed than we've gotten in the past. Last year we were just short of playing Livonia, which we wanted to last year, but we didn't. And they're good this year though. We went there and they came here. They're big.
Yeah. And Class B is always tough.
Yeah, hopefully we get a good seed or a good spot, fall in somewhere, because there's a lot of close teams, and then hopefully we get to play here.
Well, coming up, it's kind of a little mix match of games for you. You got Palmac on the road, and then at Penn Yan. Penn Yan's really tough this year. Then at Waterloo, and then Minders here, where we'll be back for that one. That'll be a boys-girls varsity doubleheader. At Geneva then on the 31st of January, and then you'll be at Newark. Or you'll host Newark, you'll host Penn Yan, and then at Wayne to end the season. So, it's not an easy schedule in the Finger Lakes East, right?
Never.
Talk about the girls' team real quick. They're off to a great start.
They are ballers. They might beat us on some nights. They're very good. Elena Forbes is a different player. I think she's the best player in the league by far.
Yeah.
Maybe best player in Section 5 if you want to go that far. She's very good.
Yeah, I'm excited about checking her out.
I think she could come to our open gyms and play with us.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. She's a great player. They got a great team.
They like to press a lot. They get up and down. They're all very athletic.
Yeah. So, like I said, your goals are a sectional a run here in your senior year. What has to change for this team to get over the hump and maybe win a game like that game at Newark last year? To get you need to get you need to get some wins, get some sectional points, and hopefully get up near the top of the half of that B. But on the court, what has to happen?
We got to just rebound and just Wayne's great at it. Helps side defense, just fundamentals, get back on defense, just the basics. We lack. I'm not gonna say we lack basketball IQ, but sometimes you can just tell we just make a mistake and it just kills us on the other end.
And the good news is you won't have to face Wayne. They'll be up in A2.
Very good news.
In sectionals, but yeah, certainly was glad we got to see you get the 1,000 points tonight. I hope you like my call for it. I'm glad that you got it tonight because it's on video.
I'll listen to it when I get home.
We're restreaming this game live with video at 11 o'clock, so I just want to congratulate you again. It's been a pleasure watching you play, and I look forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so Bryce Burry, newest member of the 1,000-point club. And as he makes his way out, and we can kind of wrap things up here. And let's get this in here. Okay. So, no surprise there in the outcome. Wayne's very, very good basketball team.
They share the basketball. They're very well coached. They play with a chip. They got, like I said at the pregame, they've got other players that step in and play. Delgado, I think, had 11 or 13 points today with a few assists, some rebounds. Tommy Bolt did an excellent job of the box and one, denying Bryce the basketball. So, I think that they're for real. And everybody expected them to be for real, right?
Yeah, and we talked to Braden Zanelovic during the halftime show, and they're going to add him at some point. In a way, it's a terrible thing that he got hurt and didn't get to play, and it's going to be great to have him back. But we're also looking at a Wayne team that has another whole year. So we're seeing a preview of next year's team when Braden graduates. They're losing Tommy Bolt, but they have Carmichael Thompson. And in that 2 years from now, they're going to be even more of a juggernaut.
Amazing. And their JV team, I've seen their JV team play twice this year, and they didn't have a game in either one of those games. Today they won easily, and the game I saw against Palmac, I think it was minimum 15-point win for them.
So shout out to the rest of the Finger Lakes East going forward here. Wayne basketball is looking strong, and the meat of the schedule really ahead for Wayne, for Minders. Penn is tested tonight in Newark. Did you get an update on that?
It was 26-11 at halftime.
Penn was beat in Newark?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. And
I think Stape and Taylor were both in foul trouble.
And then let's see if I can get an update from I don't have an update from Minders, unfortunately. Okay. Well, let me wrap it up here with the scoring for Midlakes. Dan Van Ostrand had 10. Trevor Millman had 6. Devin Hicks had 6. Caleb Mahoney with 2. Derek Oakes with 2. Marshall Wassman with 3. And Bryce Burry with 8 all in the second half. And they were points number 994, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 1,000, and 1,001. The newest member of the 1,000-point club, joining Derek Chance, who also scored his 1,000th point within the week. And for Wayne, Nick Carmichael, Big Country, with 17 points to lead the way. Logan Delgado with 13. Logan Blankenberg with 9 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists.
That's an incredible game.
And this was a game that he didn't see as many minutes as he normally may have.
Right.
So very close to the triple-double there. Jaden Burley with 8 points. Billy Thompson with 6. Tommy Bolt with 5. Max Larocco with 2, and Anthony Flatt with 2. Once again, your final score, 64-39. We'll be back on the air Saturday night. Myself, Kevin Sharp, will be at the Atwood Gymnasium for Lions Clyde. It's sold out, so if you want to watch it, you're going to have to tune in. It should be a great game there in Wayne County, and can't wait for that one.
Looking forward to that one.
And then next Wednesday, we'll be at the Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium for Wayne at Minders. And then on Friday, the 19th of January, it's Newark at Minders. So we got some great Wayne County and great Finger Lakes East games coming up for you on our schedule. So once again here, your final score. As I just get this set to go. Your final score, 64-39. Thanks for being with us tonight. And we look forward to seeing you on Saturday night from the Atwood Gymnasium. Wayne beats Midlakes. Bryce Burry scores his 1,000. Thanks for Staying with us here tonight for Kevin Sharp, Jeremy Hunt, man in the camera, and the rest of our team here at Finger Lakes 1. Have a great evening.